everyone, I'm Kat. I'm the coach and co-owner of Session in Brooklyn. This is Good Moves with Well+Good. Today I'm going to take you through a quick strength and mobility workout. We're going to have 2 sets with 3 exercises in each set, and we're going to go through those 3 times. First, I'm going to take you through a warm-up. Let's get started. So starting at the back of your space, we're going to take walkouts. Take a big reach up, hinge at the hips, hands meet the floor. We just walk out into a high plank. Pause for a moment when you're in the plank, take an inhale. On the exhale, just walk the hands back, trying to keep your legs straightened out. It's okay if you have a soft bend in them. Let's take a few more like that, just at our own pace. Remembering to bring the breath back in, inhale on the plank. Exhale as you walk back up. Slow roll up, you can add in that reach. Let's take 2 more here. And on our last one, we're just gonna meet out in a high plank, holding it here. Right foot is gonna get stepped forward into a low runner's lunge, and then we're gonna plant the left hand down. We'll take world here to stretch. Right arm weaves underneath that left arm, and then just peel it open. Take around 3 to 5 reps, just at your own pace. You can look up to that hand if that feels good. We'll take 1 more here. And then we'll go ahead and switch. Plant the right hand down, step it back, left foot forward. Forgot to mention, if you like a little bit more support, you can always drop the back knee down to the floor. Rotate the hand through, and then open up, opening up the chest. You'll feel a nice stretch in the hip, in the glutes. 1 more here. All right, and then plant the hands down, we'll walk it back. And then roll it all the way up. We'll take some body weight squats now, just to get the legs nice and warm. So feet are shoulder width apart, we go ahead and sink down into that squat. Drive through the heels to come up. Take about 8 to 10 reps here, just making sure your chest stays lifted. Knees stay tracking over your middle toes. We'll take 4 more. Last 2. And 1. All right, little shake out, some heel kicks just to get the legs nice and warm, get that full body moving. We're here for 3, 2, and 1. All right. Today we have 2 circuits with 3 exercises in each one. All of these movements can be done with no equipment necessary. We're gonna be working for 30 seconds, resting for 10 seconds in between. Let's get started. All right, so just follow along with me and I'll take you through exercise by exercise. We're gonna start with a side lunge tap first, so have your feet out nice and wide to get into your side lunge. We're gonna bend into one knee, reach to tap the foot or the shin wherever you're at today with your range of motion. Thinking about shifting the hips back and then bending into the knee so we have a nice strong hinge first before we bend. And not letting our chest round forward. So just think about lifting from here, not letting the shoulders round. And then every time we bend in that knee, just make sure we also stay with that knee right in line with our middle toes on that foot. For 3, 2, and 1. We're gonna take it to a tall kneeling YW now. So planting both knees down to the floor. If you like a little bit more support, you can double fold your mat or use a pillow, whatever you got there. We'll raise our arms up into a Y, thumbs facing behind you, and then we'll pull down into a W shape. So bring your elbows close to your torso, bring it back up. Using that upper back, using your lats every time we pull down, and engaging the core every time we pull so that we're not rounding in the low back. Just a few more here. For 3, 2, and 1. We're gonna move into a figure 4 crunch now, so laying on your backs. One ankle crosses over the top of the opposite knee to create that figure 4. Hands go on the back of our head. From here with the knee bent, we bring that shape in towards us, elbows just lightly tap or we reach as far as we can, and then we extend the leg out nice and long, feeling that nice activation in our core. You'll feel a release in your glutes every time you bring that shape in towards you. We're gonna go ahead and switch sides if you take about 3 to 5 reps, or if you're just making sure you're watching that timer to switch at halfway. For 3, 2, and 1. All right, those are our 3. We are back to the top, starting with that side lunge tap. So again, feet are nice and wide, and here we go. And we're hinging at the hips, bend into the knee, and then we're back up. You'll feel a nice stretch on that inner thigh of the leg that is straightened out. And then you'll feel the glutes, the quads, the hamstrings working every time we bend into that outside knee. And a reminder, you don't necessarily have to tap the foot. You can tap your knee, you can tap your shin, wherever you're at today. For 3, 2, and 1. Back to our tall kneeling YWs. Up nice and tall, and here we go. Want to try to get your biceps right in line with your ears, so we're going that full range of motion. And if you need to reset, you can always do what I just did. Bring it up first, lower down, or you can take that variation where we're just reaching up and pulling straight down. For 3, 2, and 1. Back on our backs for that figure 4 crunch. Or crossing one ankle over the top of the opposite knee. Hands on the back of the head. Here we go, in 2, and 1. Get in, extend, try to get your leg parallel to the floor. Try to press your low back into the floor every time that leg extends. If this one is quite intense for the low back, keep the knee bent and then just tap the heel to the floor. You'll still get that same core engagement here. All right, we'll go ahead and switch. For 3, 2, and 1. All right, one more time through. We start back to the top with that side lunge tap. Should be feeling nice and warm now. Be able to go that deeper range of motion if that's where you're at today. Here we go. Again, bringing it back to breath. Inhale as we bend. Exhale to push through that heel. Come up to stand. Let's get one more on each side. All right, we're into those YWs now. Again, you can take that variation where you raise and then go for that YW, or we just keep the arms up overhead. We're there in 3, 2, and 1. So think about every time we reach up, we're not letting the shoulders shrug up, keep the shoulders roll down, and really have the focus of this one be in the lats, so that upper, that mid back. Again, you can always take that option to drop the arms, bring it back up. And we're keeping that core nice and active so we don't feel this one in the low back. We're here for 3, 2, and 1. All right, last one in this circuit. We'll get into that figure 4 crunch. In 3, 2, and 1. Remember, we should be feeling that release in our glutes on that leg that is bent. You know, feel the core active every time the leg lowers or taps down. Let's go ahead and switch. Get those last few reps in. We rest in 3, 2, and 1. All right, nicely done. First circuit through. Go ahead and take a little moment, rest, reset, grab a sip of water, and we'll get into our next circuit. All right, so for our next set, we're gonna start on the floor with a straight leg sit-up. Legs are straightened out, you can have a soft bend in them, arms are out by our side. Think about sitting nice and tall and upright to start, and then we slow her down nice and slow, peeling down one vertebrae at a time. Arms stay just up over the chest, and we use our exhale, sitting up in one piece. Then allow yourself to round forward so you get a nice release in your back. Again, nice and slow on the way down. Think 2 to 3 seconds down, up in 1. If you'd like a little bit more support with this one, you can always pop a sweatshirt, a pillow on your low back to just aid with that sit up all the way up. Here for 3, 2, and 1. We're gonna flip on over into a push-up to downward dog toe touch sequence. So set yourself up in a nice strong high plank for that push-up. Just have your hands right under your shoulders. We drop the chest and hips down in line together, and then you use your exhale to press away from the floor. Then we shift the hips up and back. One hand reaches for the opposite toe, your shin or your knee to feel a little bit of a stretch in the backs of the legs. And then we take that on the other side. We reset, we're back into that push-up again. One fluid moment, all down together. Use that exhale to press, hips up and back. Go ahead and we alternate to tap that shin or that knee. You always have that option to take this push-up with the knees to the floor just to add a little bit more support. All right, and then we go ahead and rest. We're into an archer reverse lunge next. So standing up now, you're gonna start at the top of your space. We step back into a reverse lunge. So find your stability first, both knees in a 90-degree angle, then arms start out in front. Whatever leg is in front, that same arm is just gonna peel open. Nice opening for the chest, a twist for the spine, and then we come back up to stand. Take around 2 to 3 reps on each side, or we switch at halfway. Okay, and we'll take that on the other side. Stepping back, remember whatever leg is in front, same arm is gonna peel open, and then we're back. You always have that option to take it to a split stance squat instead if you don't wanna be stepping forward and back. All right, shake it out. We are back to the top. We're into that straight leg sit up. So legs are straightened out, or you got that soft bend in the knees, arms by your side, peel it down for 3, 2, 1. Count that tempo out to yourself. Use that exhale back, rounding forward with the back so we get that nice release. And notice how I do have a soft bend in my knees. That just feels better for me today. For 3, 2, 1. Back into our push-up to downward dog toe touch. Hands right under our shoulders. Go ahead and set ourselves up. Dropping chest and hips in line together. And just make sure elbows come out to that 45-degree angle. Hips up and back. We tap the toe, the shin, or the knee, wherever you are at today. Bring it back. Another option I love to get for the push-up, if you're working on progressing it, start in a high plank. Drop down in the high plank first, then drop the knees and push up. You can always take that variation with me today as well. Here for 3, 2, and 1. All right, back into our reverse lunge. I'll show you the split squat variation as well. So where you're staying stationary and you don't have to step back every time. Dropping into both knees, arms are straight out in front. Go ahead and open up in the chest, nice twist for your spine. Bring it back and then up. Making sure our hips and our hips and our knees are not opening out to the side. You wanna think everything's staying squared off in front. Go ahead and switch sides. I'll take it to that reverse lunge again. Letting my eyes follow my hand as I open up for 3, 2, and 1. All right, one more time through. We meet back down on the floor for that straight leg sit up. 3, 2, 1. Lowering down nice and slow, controlling with our core. Use that exhale, and then round forward. You'll feel that nice release in the back. Don't forget to breathe through these movements. Inhaling as we lower down. Great, let's get one more rep in. All right, into our push-up to downward dog toe touch. Maybe shake out the shoulders, do what you gotta do. We're back into our high plank. And let's get into it. Use that inhale as we lower. That exhale to press away, hips up and back. We tap. You can always take this one without the tap, just shifting into a high plank, into a downward dog. We're back in for that push-up. For 3, 2, and 1. All right, last one. We got that reverse lunge with our archer stretch. Starting at the top of your space. Let's go. Stepping back, nice strong isometric lunge, and then we go ahead and take our time to peel that open, bring it back. Let's take one more on this side, and then we switch. All right, let's just get one more rep in. 3, 2, and 1. Whew, awesome job, y'all. Just go ahead and shake it out, and we will cool it down. Just meet me down to the floor on your backs. We'll take it into just a nice hug in with the knees, rocking side to side. Take a little moment. Keep holding on to one knee, just hug it in towards the chest. And then open it out to the side. You get a nice stretch for the inner thighs after that side lunge. Bring it back through center and then just go ahead and twist. Let the knee drop to the side. You can pop your top hand just onto the knee and look the other way. Great, we bring it back and then we do the same thing on the other side. Hug the knee into the chest and then take that opening out to the side. Try to keep the opposite hip to the floor. Feel that nice stretch on the inner thighs. Bring it back to center. We go ahead and take it through to that twist. Hand is on the top of that thigh. You can look the other way. All right, then bring it back. Let's rock ourselves up. And we'll just go through a downward dog, plant the hands down, hips up and back. Take a nice pedal in the heels. And then we'll walk ourselves back. In this forward fold, just have your fingertips, your left fingertips to the floor or on your foot. Bend into your left knee, straighten out the right leg, and then we just peel open and twist. You go ahead and switch, bend into the right, straighten out the left, open and twist. Then back through center, then slowly roll it up at the top. Inhaling, sweep the arms up. Exhale, let it go. An awesome work today. Again, that was our strength and mobility workout. This was Good Moves with Well+Good. If you want more videos like this, go ahead and subscribe below. I'll see you next time.